Welcome back. So I am going to probably take a little bit longer than I do in most of my videos, but I've got pool plumbing stuff laid out. All right, I got some stuff to cut the pipes with, some pool cleaner and PVC cement, and a bunch of different size fittings. So I'm going to go over just the basic way how to cut pipe, clean it, glue it, stick it together. And yeah, I'm going to get started. So let's start off with what I would use to cut. You could use, something like this, which is made for PVC, right? Okay, this is PVC piping, okay? If you want a nice, sharp, clean cut, they sell stuff like this. No, this one ain't working too much. Let me see if I gotta back up. Boom, okay? So right here, this will leave a nice, sharp, clean cut. Compared to this, which will leave a lot of what's called burrs on the piping, okay? And if you have a really, and I will leave a link to all of this stuff in the description. And this little wire cutter, there's times that there's spacing that you just can't get into, right? And this right here, okay? You just need to get it in, tighten it, and this will absolutely cut through piping. It's laborious, right? A lot of work, but in those tough to get spots where you don't have a just the space to get, something in there. Oh, finally opened up. This little, what's it called? PVC Wire Saw. Absolutely awesome. Really good stuff. Okay, and let's get started, and then I'll just go as I'm speaking. So, you can cut with this or get one of these, little PVC cutters here. How nice and clean that cut is, okay, compared to something like this, which almost can tell use the regular saw, right? This is not a big deal. You just clean it up with your finger, right? Right, and then you use the PVC cleaner, but I mean, you can't even compare. Really nice. Really, I mean, you can't see, but this thing's like glistening. This is really sharp. So, but it's not the end of the world if you use this. You understand what I'm saying? So, let's go over a couple parts, right? You have a T-fitting, right? A T-fitting, which, boom, you got pipe coming in here, another pipe coming in here, and then it needs to go somewhere else, right? So these are T-fittings, right? And like last week, if you look on it, it'll say the size, the 1.5 inch. All right, you have a coupling, which is when one piece ends, it'll actually go over, right? And then you can connect another piece to it. So this just connects the same size piping when you need it to run longer, and you've ran out of diameter, you've ran out of space. What else do we have? We have our elbow, right? Pipe coming here. You need it now to change direction. Okay. Boom. Okay. Elbow. And you also have a street elbow. Looks like this, but one side is already smaller to where it fits in. So you have a T coming here, you want to go, boom. Because if you don't use a street elbow, what you would have to do is you would have to put a regular piece of straight pipe and then a 90 degree, right? But if you had the street elbow, it's basically already done to you. And you can tell that one side is already made to go in. okay? So you have a T, you have a coupling, you have a 90-degree elbow, and they also have 45-degree elbows, okay? 90-degree elbow and a 90-degree street elbow, okay? Well, another one that you have, it's a cap, if you want to cap it, okay? That's a cap. And you also have what is a reducer bushing, all right? This is a reducer. So if you have, let's say, a 2-inch pipe, and you need to go to 1.5 inch, or vice versa, you have a 1.5 inch, and you need to go to a 2-inch, okay? You would go over, okay? So now here, let me use a smaller piece. Pretend this is a big piece. This is 1.5 inches, right? You want to make it go to 2 inches. So it would, boom, right? And then, now you're already on the 2-inch diameter. Boom, right? Boom, right? So why would you have to go from a 2-inch to a 1.5 or a 1.5 to 2? Some of the fittings on, pumps and filters, so, some of the fittings that, let me see if I can get the fitting real quick. Some of the fittings that actually go in, compared to the existing piping that you already have, maybe you only have 1.5 inch piping as your main size, and you're getting a piece of equipment that only takes a 2-inch, that would be a reason why you would have to go from, your existing 1.5 with a reducer to a 2-inch, or vice versa, 2-inch to 1.5, and this will work. This will definitely work, okay? Another thing I wanted to show before I actually get into the cutting and stuff is some of these 3-way valves, okay, they're actually for both, right? This 3-way valve, okay, you can use the 1.5 inch piping, boom, it'll go in, right? Boom, it'll go in on the inside. But you can also transform it into a 2-inch piping by going over, oh, that's not it, with a 2-inch coupling. A 2-inch coupling will actually go over the whole thing, and now you have basically transformed your plumbing to 2-inch plumbing. If you can transform your equipment pad to 2-inch over 1.5 inch, you're going to reduce the pressure and the PSI in your equipment, and you're going to allow for better flow. So if that's something you've been thinking about, absolutely can do it, okay? So, gone over a couple basic stuff like that. Let's get to, the next step, which is just basic plumbing, cleaning, cutting, okay? I did some cuts, so let's use this one, which, that we used, a nice cut. So, there's only a 2-step process. One, we're going to use a PVC clear cleaner, right? And then we're going to have the PVC, or it's a regular clear PVC cement, clear. I don't like using the blue stuff, and you don't have to prime, okay? Because when I see the blue and it's runny and streaky and it drips down, it just looks ugly. And if you do it with clear cement, it's not going to be visible, and the job is just going to look a lot cleaner and a lot nicer. All right, so let's get started. That's funny, this thing broke off. It broke off the thing. I'm going to have to fish it with my hand, which is not a problem. I'll get it. Fast forward this part when we get to it. Wow. There we go. So I got it. Okay, so have your stuff set up, and this is going to drip. So let's see what we're going to do. Use a coupling. I don't want to waste some of these expensive parts. So the process for all of this is the same. It doesn't matter if you're going from here to there, whatever. You're going to cut, right? You're going to, say you have some burrs on these ends. Just clean it with your finger, right? Boom. Nice. You got those little shavings off. and then you're just going to go on both sides. So if I'm going to go on the inside of here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the PVC cleaner, 1, 2, 3, you know, 3, 4, 5 on the inside, and then here. And what's going to happen is, and I'll show you the before and after. I don't know if you can get, this is dirty. There's a lot of dirt here. That cleaner is really, really going to start shaving off and getting underneath a layer of this PVC. And you're going to let it dry, okay? Blowing on it, going like that, let it dry. Don't let it touch anything else. And as soon as that's done, we're going to do the PVC cement. Going to go in the same direction, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and immediately, because you know it'll start drying. You're gonna boom, clamp it together, and count 10, 15, 20 seconds. If you just go like this and you don't apply pressure to keep it in place, it'll pop out, and it's happened plenty of times. So let's see what I can get as far as the distances. So let's focus. We have a coupling and we have a straight piece of piping. This is 1.5 inches, okay? Let's get this area super, super dirty, okay? Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Let that thing dry off. Ah, that hurt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Should be wearing gloves, which I usually do wear, but now let it dry off. That thing really gets all the dust, the dirt, the debris. This stuff stinks too. And just wait for it to dry. Okay? Wait for it to dry. And what I like to do is I like to have my PVC immediately just ready. I don't like waiting on any of this stuff. Alright, so that dry, that looks dry. Okay, dry. And you see on the inside, you're going to push this up until it basically hits the inside of that. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to do this quick. Okay, inside. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Ah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, that's good, man. That ain't going anywhere except the floor and my hands. All right, and if you look on the inside now, right, that PVC pipe got pushed right down to the middle where they have a little lump on the inside. Okay, there's no dead space for water, and if you see, I pushed it out so much, there's a nice little clear gel all on the outside. That thing is not going to leak. Let me clean up around here. Wow, some nasty stuff, but it does the job. It's what it's supposed to do. Okay, and now on the other side, let's just put an elbow. Right? Same thing. The inside of the elbow, right? You're going to push the PVC till it basically hits that and just keep pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. So let's go again. So we're going to have PVC cleaner. Okay. Okay, so let it hang out. Let it hang out. All right, still wet. Don't rush it. Let it completely dry. Don't do it while it's still wet. Okay, that thing is not going anywhere. Okay. All right, it's nice and dry on both sides. Remember, don't like spending too much time, so I'm holding these in my hands together. I remember that was the side that got cleaned. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. That's not going anywhere. Still pushing, pushing, pushing. That's not going anywhere. you look, you can see on the inside, PVC all over. That's not going anywhere. Nice clean job. Okay, if you look down there, you can see the straight pipe that got pushed all the way down into there, and all the excess glue that came out. This would be nice. Okay, how long do you have to wait? I've honestly waited 5 minutes, 10 minutes, not 5, but I've honestly waited maybe as low as, or as short as 10 minutes, ran the pump, and that was enough for the glue to completely dry. Let's see if there's anything else I need to go over. So I went over, the different types. You got a T, a T fitting. You have an end cap, right, in case you just need to completely close something, right? You have your 90-degree elbow. There's also 45-degree elbows. You have your street elbow, right? Now let's say I needed to go that way. Boom, I could go right into that instead of having to put a piece of, straight pipe and then another 90. This basically covers both of that. Boom, that's what the street elbow would be for. You have your straight piping and you have your bushing. Remember, if you wanted to go from, from 1.5 to 2 inches, you would put your bushing, then you would put, your coupling, or, if you want to go straight up, you could even put your elbow, right? And then boom, then your 2-inch straight pipe. So that's how that would work. Again, this was just the basics so everybody knows, what we need to order, which would be, these different names. You just need something to cut it with. This PVC wire saw, awesome for, really tough to get areas. This little husky PVC cutter. And then just some cheap thing like this, And then you have, of course, your first would be your clear cleaner, right? Clear cleaner. And also your clear PVC cement, not the blue stuff. No priming is required for the pool stuff. And you basically only need to spend wait, about 10. You could wait longer, but after, this thing right now, how long I've been, this thing is pretty much dry. I would be running a pump right now, to be honest with you. So, something like 10 minutes later, that would be it. So this is actually pretty easy. It's like putting together, blocks and stuff like that. You just need your cleaner, your PVC pipe, your PVC cement, clear, something to cut the stuff with, and a vision for, hey, if this is going to go here, I need to make an elbow go up, and then a straight pipe there, and then, I ran out of straight pipe, so I need to add the coupling, and then continue the straight pipe, and stuff like that. It's not that challenging, that difficult. I think you just need a little bit of courage, and you can do it. So I'll leave a link for all this stuff. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you, and we'll see you on the next one.